everyone, this is Colleen Lemma, Starseed Astrologer and Spiritual Messenger from SacredSoulEmpowerment.com, here to do your monthly angel card reading for February 2018. For this monthly angel card reading, we're going to be using the Sirian Starseed Tarot by Patricia Corey and Alyssa Bartha. And your special message card, depending on your stone of choice, is going to be coming from the Archangel Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue. So before I get into any of the energies here that we're going to be talking about for the month, let me show you those stones of choice. So your first stone of choice is actually obsidian. Now this is actually in a kind of anklet bracelet. I kind of was running out of my packed stones, and rather than unpacking them, since I may very well be moving to Oregon here very shortly, I decided to pull a couple things out of my jewelry box. So this is black obsidian. Now I chose the black obsidian because, as we're going to talk about, we're going to recap that we had a full moon lunar eclipse on January 31st here in a moment. And so now we're in a cycle, the first half of February, of releasing and letting go. So this black obsidian, if it be your choice, is going to help you to release the past, let go of old karmic patterns, old energies, maybe old situations that are no longer in your highest and best interest, so that you can move forward. Your second stone of choice is amber, okay? Now, the amber for this month is going to assist you with the solar plexus chakra energies of owning your sense of willpower or reclaiming your sense of willpower, as well as coming into your sense of confidence and courage in order to move forward on your path. Again, it's all of that solar plexus energy that brings in that shining light of energy, and again, owning that sense of confidence within yourself to move forward on your path. And then your last stone of choice, this is actually clear quartz. Again, we have another anklet bracelet here, but the clear quartz helps to energize your path. It's going to help to add an intensity to what you're doing. Now this is a good intensity, but it's going to illuminate. I feel like that's the word I want to use. It's going to illuminate the next steps for you on your path. So it's going to illuminate and clarify and energize that path or that new direction as you move forward in life. So again, the stones of choice, we got the black obsidian, we've got the amber, and we've got that clear quartz crystal. All right, so let's recap, because it's very important. That last day of January that we had, January 31st, full moon lunar eclipse at 11 degrees of Leo. It was a super moon, meaning it was the second full moon of the month. The first full moon we had was on January 1st to start out our year. It is a super moon because the Earth is at perigee, which the moon, yeah, did I say the moon? The moon is at perigee to the Earth, meaning it's at its closest point in its orbit to the Earth, which means it's going to have a more intense effect because it's closer to the Earth, and that's what makes it the super moon. Okay, so again, very important that we had this combination of energies with the blue moon, the super moon, the full moon lunar eclipse, also calling it red moon. You know, that filtering of light, kind of filtering out all the colors except for that red and orange color, makes it that kind of red moon energy as well. And red is the color of energy. It's the color of energizing something. And now that we're in the first half of February of this full moon and this waning moon, you know, that now we're having after the full moon that we had, this is helping us to release and let go. Basically, the first half of February, we're in a releasing cycle of letting go of old energies and old patterns, etc. The second half of February, we're going to be in a waxing moon because we're going to have a new moon solar eclipse, which we'll talk about here a little bit more, on February 15th. And of course, the new moon is always about a new beginning. The solar eclipse part of it is going to intensify that energy. Now, the regular full moon and new moon, of course, usually has a period of a couple of weeks each that those energies last for. But when we have eclipses, the eclipses intensify the energies of the full or new moon, and it lasts until the next set of eclipses, at least, if not longer. Okay, so here we have, again, that full moon lunar eclipse on January 31st. We have a new moon solar eclipse this month on February 15th. Very powerful energies that propel things forward at a faster rate, at a faster pace. The next set of eclipses that we have in 2018 is going to be in July and August. So the energies that we're having now from the eclipses of the end of January and the middle of February we're going to see the effects of that lasting, the unfolding of events happening from those eclipses through the next set of eclipses that happen in July and August. Now let's go back and look at the numerology vibration of February. February is a 2-month. We are in a master number 11 year because 2018 adds up to an 11. So if we add that 11 to the 2, because that's the month of February, we get the number 13. Now 13 is a karmic number. And what does 13 mean in numerology? It's a karmic number that means death and rebirth, transition, transformation, regeneration, transmuting old energies. And it actually relates to Major Arcana number 13. And in the traditional tarot deck, it is called the Death card. And this card in the Sirian Starseed Tarot that I pulled out, just to give you, symbolic meaning here of the month of February's energies, it's called transition. Okay, so here we have the symbology of someone transitioning from one state of being into another state of being. Okay, now this card, the Death card, doesn't necessarily mean physical death. This is about an energetic death and rebirth. It's about a symbolic death and rebirth. It's about releasing again the old ways of being, thinking, moving through life, and getting ready to pursue a new direction, getting ready to recreate yourself or rebirth yourself, rebirth your life, recreate your life. That's what the Death card is usually about. Now, just for a minute, I want to talk about the lower vibration of the number 13, which is the number 4. So with February being a 4 vibration with a single digit, this is going to be a month of focus. It's going to be a month of building a solid foundation, making plans, organizing, structuring your life. There may be some energies of moving through earthly challenges, because the number 4 rules the third dimension. So we might be dealing with third dimensional situations and circumstances and moving through some karmic energies or just energies of everyday life. And that's why they call it about work and focus and organization, because that all deals with everyday life. But again, this master number 13 also adds the idea of paying attention to your belief systems and making sure that you're expanding your belief systems in a more positive direction. Okay, so pay attention to your individual belief systems about yourself and about your life and expand them into a positive direction so you can move through this energy of death and rebirth from this full moon lunar eclipse that we had on January 31st. It's a clearing. It's a clearing time. It's like we're cleaning house, and we're cleaning house energetically. We could also clean our house, physically as well, because as we declutter, it's going to create more space for something new energetically. And it's the same within our physical or energetic bodies. We're going through a clearing process. So don't be surprised if old physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual energies, karmic patterns, trauma energies, things or people or situations from the past might come up to the surface again, because we're clearing things that are no longer in our highest and best interest. We're transmuting lower vibrational energies so that we can transform ourselves and transform our lives with this transition, this Death card, and move forward. And especially as we get into the second half of February after the new moon solar eclipse, it's going to be more of the rebirth part. So the first half of February is more of the releasing, the letting go part. The second half of February is more of the recreating, re-energizing, rebirthing part of this particular energy vibration. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the astrological transits for the month. I'm not going to talk about everything because we do a weekly reading as well, but the highlights, okay? So the highlights for the month of February. First, I want to say that I feel like there's a window between February 1st and February 3rd as the sun in Aquarius conjuncts the South Node, which is about the past. And the past is usually, again, what we're leaving behind. I mean, truthfully, we're here to integrate aspects of our past with aspects of our future and moving forward. But this window between February 1st and 3rd, I feel like is going to highlight some sort of past energies to where it makes clear to you how and where you want to move forward in your life, okay? And then on February 10th, Venus, the planet of love, relationships, it also rules money and our personal resources, our finances. It's going to be moving out of Aquarius and into Pisces. Now, Venus will stay in Pisces from February 10th until March 6th. Now, Pisces is that kind of going with the flow, surrender, unconditional love, compassion, kind of floaty sort of energy. And with Venus, you know, when we're dealing with love and relationships, this is really about, you know, seeing the fantasy of what that love is all about. And it could be a romantic love, or it could be love of family or friends, but it has that kind of dreamy quality to it. And that's not necessarily, you know, a negative. It's not really good nor bad. But also with finances and money, Venus in Pisces, it could go one of two ways. There could be a dissipating or a disappearing of, or the other way, and the more positive way to look at it, is that with Venus in Pisces, we're surrendering to how the universe wants to bring blessings to us. Okay, so whether it's, again, financial blessings or other types of blessings in the form of support or friendship or love, we're supposed to surrender and allow them to just flow to us, you know, to not force anything, to not be worried or concerned about how it's going to unfold or where it's going to come from. And then we have that new moon solar eclipse on February 15th. Okay, this is at 27 degrees, excuse me, of Aquarius. And Aquarius is the sign that rules kind of our future hopes and dreams and where we want to go. And again, a new moon is about new beginnings, new directions, okay? It's a time of growth, planting new seeds. And again, it's a solar eclipse, so it makes it more powerful here. So really, after that 15th new moon solar eclipse, make sure that you're making a plan or writing things out or putting out your intentions, making a vision board. A vision board would be very powerful. That feels like an Aquarian thing to do, because when you make a vision board, you're putting out what you desire to manifest, you know, for the next few weeks or few months or the year or what have you. And that's kind of an Aquarian energy. Again, kind of future hopes, dreams, and wishes. And then we're going to move to the 17th of February, and Mercury now is going into Pisces, okay? So we had Venus moving into Pisces on the 10th. We have Mercury, the messenger planet, the planet that rules our thoughts, our ideas, our communications, also moving into Pisces, and it will be in Pisces until March 6th. This again has a more dreamy quality to it. This can bring confusion in communications or miscommunication. It could bring deception, but it doesn't always mean that the communications from other people are meaning to be deceptive. Again, it can just be that there's missing communications or things are not very clear. So you have to reiterate things with other people. Is this what you mean? I hear you saying this. And then they can respond and say, oh no, I didn't mean that. I meant this. Again, the Mercury in Pisces is very creative. So it's a great time for creative writing or creating, you know, visualizing, using that kind of mode. Again, the mind, the mode of the mind to visualize and create. Communication, like getting together with a group of people and just kind of throwing out ideas. It's a very creative time with Mercury in Pisces to do that. On the 18th, the very next day, the sun moves into Pisces. So now we have 3 planets in Pisces here. And again, that aspect of surrender and going with the flow kind of comes into play here. And again, with that death and rebirth energy from the eclipses that we've had, the 31st of January and the 15th of February for the new moon solar eclipse, Again, it's this aspect of just allowing things to unfold, not pushing or trying to direct necessarily. Of course you can take action, of course you can try to direct, but you also have to go with the flow and just allow things in their divine timing to unfold. And then, let's see, what else do I want to say about the month? There's, some other aspects here, but we'll talk about those in the weekly reading. The other thing, and we kind of bypassed the 8th and 9th of February, but on the 8th and 9th of February is where Mercury connects with the South Node. Remember I said there's that window between the 1st and 3rd of February where the Sun connects with the South Node, and something about the past will be highlighted. I feel like the past will be highlighted so you can make a decision about your future. With the 8th and 9th of February and Mercury connecting with the South Node, I feel like there might be communications or messages either from Spirit, your guides and angels, or from other people that again relates to the past and letting go of that so you can move towards the future. So don't be surprised if people from your past come back in around the 8th and the 9th. You hear from somebody that maybe you haven't heard from in a long time. Because Mercury is that planet of communication. Now, I just want to also say that on March 1st, even though that will be the next month's video, but on March 1st we have another full moon, okay? So right as we're ending the month of February, there's 28 days in February, we're going to be building the energy to the next full moon. Okay, just to let you know that. Jupiter, the planet of our belief systems, is also slowing down and getting ready to turn retrograde, but it won't turn retrograde until March 8th. So again, that will be in next month's video, but we will feel that Jupiter energy slowing down. It's in Scorpio right now. It's dealing with empowerment and disempowerment, belief systems, or taking back our power, or how we feel or believe about our power and about the power of other people outside of us or organizations outside of us. So all of that, again, towards the second half of the month might start to intensify and come into play. So let's go ahead and take a look at the energy from the Sirian Starseed Tarot for the month. Now, I pulled 3 cards, but when I pulled the first card, 2 cards came out. So Spirit said both of those 2 cards kind of were the first card. So the first of the first 2 cards is Major Arcana 19, okay? And this is called Solar Deity. Now, this is the Sun Major Arcana in the regular tarot. It seems like we might have had this in the last month's video in January. It seems like it looks familiar to me. So the Sun card is a positive card. It's about illumination and shining light upon something. It's illuminating your path. It's also illuminating yourself. It's inspiration within yourself. It's letting your creative light shine, letting your personality shine out for all to see. This is a beautiful, beautiful card. And we have here a Pegasus in front of the Sun. Okay, so the Pegasus is flying high. So here we are, we're illuminating ourselves, we're flying high. I feel like this deals with the new moon solar eclipse on February 15th. It is a solar eclipse. So there's something special about that new moon solar eclipse in February, and I think we might need to look at the second of the first 2 cards to get more information about what they want to say, our angels and guides, what they want to say about the solar eclipse energy. But this is a very positive start. Let's look at the second card. Okay, it's another Major Arcana, and this is Major Arcana number, oh, it's hard to see, number 17, and it's the Star card. And you know, isn't that interesting? I swear these cards just, when I was shuffling, actually, most of the cards for this reading fell out of the deck when I was shuffling. And these were the first 2 cards. They came out together. They just kind of fell out together. And the Star card is kind of the ruler of Aquarius energy. And the new moon solar eclipse that we have is in the sign of Aquarius. The Star card is about our hopes, dreams, and wishes, paying attention to our future goals and our future intentions and where we want to go. What's the next step on our highest and most important destiny path? And the new moon solar eclipse with the Solar Deity card is highlighting this Aquarian energy of our future. And these two major arcana, I feel, are the most positive in the entire tarot deck. So here we're starting out this month of February reading with the two most powerful and positive major arcana cards in the deck. So this is going to be a powerful, powerful month. Just make sure that you're surrendering and letting go of what is no longer needed with that Numerology 13, that death and rebirth card that we talked about earlier. If you do that, if you allow things to be released and let go that are no longer needed, you're going to come into some wonderful, bright future. You're going to be flying high. You're going to be creating your hopes and dreams and wishes and, you know, illuminating them into reality. That's super, super positive. Let's take a look at the next card here. Okay, we have the Two of Orbs. The Two of Orbs is like the Two of Air or the Two of Swords, and it usually means, you know, the number two. Here she's shown with two orbs, and it's almost like she's juggling. So I feel like we're juggling things here. We're juggling ideas, we're juggling communications, we're juggling a lot of mental energy here. So I feel like it's going to be busy mentally. Okay, we have a lot of things that are on our mind, a lot of things that we have to take care of, and we're like making lists in our head or making lists on paper and juggling those things of what needs to get done or what steps need to happen to move us forward into the next step. This can also be communication with other people, the number two. So we have two people here. Again, the orbs is the mental realm. So there's communications happening with other people throughout the month that are, again, going to help us in moving forward on the next steps that we need to take. Let me see if there's anything else that I feel from this card. I feel like when I look at this that there might be some ups and downs, okay? So your angels and guides don't want you to be concerned about that. But again, that Mercury going into Pisces where there could be miscommunication. So that's where I feel like maybe the ups and downs come in. We're misinterpreting something, or we're not hearing somebody correctly, or, you know, we color it with our own faulty belief systems or something like that. So it's important to, again, clarify communications. And this is what the ups and downs are about, is, again, with the communications, with the, you know, the mental realm stuff, your own thoughts too, you know, I was going to say getting rid of, but I want to say transmuting those lower vibrational ways of thinking and believing is going to be part of the ups and downs of that mental realm energy here. And then the last card for the month. Okay, it's the Sage of Chalices. Now the chalices, of course, is the cups suit, or the emotions. The Sage in this deck is the Queen. So here we have the Queen of Cups. And that's very Piscean almost as well. Remember, we have Venus in Pisces this month, Mercury in Pisces, and then the Sun in Pisces. And that is a lot about, again, going with the flow, allowing, surrendering, receiving. And that's, I feel like that is a big word here with the Queen of Cups, or the Sage of Chalices. It's being receptive to the direction, being receptive to the blessings, being receptive to the messages from Spirit. And again, you know, the Queen of Cups is very romantic. You know, it's a very romantic and nurturing and caretaking and loving kind of energy, as is all that Pisces energy. But when I look at this, I mean, here she is, she's in the water, she's in a pond, and she's receiving water here, almost as if the water is coming out from the trees, you know, and into her cup. It's filling her cup. So if we just relax, to me, when you're in the water, it's like a relaxation thing. If you just relax and go with the flow and allow yourself to receive the blessings here of the universe, okay? Allow yourself to receive the blessings of the universe. Surrender to what is being shown to you. Surrender to what is being given to you this month. But this is a very positive and powerful reading, okay? There's going to be some ups and downs because of the eclipse energies. It's going to bring redirection. It's going to bring change. It's going to bring endings and new beginnings, okay? That again, that first 2 weeks of February after the lunar eclipse is kind of the releasing ending phase, and then after the solar eclipse is the recreation or the rebirth phase. So move with that energy, ride the wave of that energy, and allow it to bring you the changes that really your higher soul self your true self is really seeking. Okay, our ego sometimes has the fear, and our ego wants to slow things down, or even stop things sometimes, because the ego doesn't like change. But if you meditate, stay centered in your higher soul self, you'll feel that these changes are for your benefit and are positive for you moving towards your dreams. The dreams here with the star card. Okay, let's take a look at your special message card depending on your stone of choice. So the people that chose the black obsidian, I'm going to ask the archangels to show us the message for black obsidian people. Okay, so I'm going to just slow myself down here and center myself. Black obsidian. Okay, this one actually is highlighted for me. So black obsidian people, prioritize with Archangel Metatron. Okay, that's that number 4, that lower vibration of the 4 energy for February, is prioritizing and organizing. It says focus on your highest priorities. I will help you get organized and motivated. Okay, so again, rather than allowing yourself to be overwhelmed, I feel like a lot of us are going to feel overwhelmed this month, or we're going to feel like too much is happening too fast and we don't know what to do first and it's going to be chaotic. Call in Archangel Metatron to help you organize and prioritize and ground your energy so that you know what the next step on your path is, so that you can take care of things in an orderly manner so that you can move to the next step on your path. You know, even though this card doesn't mention it, I also again feel like there's something about blessings with this card, as Archangel Metatron is holding this kind of bowl that's glowing with this higher vibrational purple light, which is, you know, crown chakra energy. Again, it's the blessings of the universe kind of being shown to you. Archangel Metatron's wings are that purple color. The robe is that purple color. We got this bowl of blessings with the purple energy in it. So this is, again, really surrendering to that energy of transmutation, you know, that purple energy of transmuting old energies. And again, blessings seems to be a key word here that is coming in for you, okay? All right, for those of you that chose the amber, I'm gonna pull this card because it right away jumped out at me. All is well with Archangel Jeremiah. Everything is happening exactly as it is supposed to, with hidden blessings. There's that word blessings again, that you will soon understand. Okay, now Archangel Jeremiah is kind of the life review angel. He helps us look at the past, review the past, see it for what it is, understand the lessons of the past so that we can let it go and move forward on the next step. So here again, the message is all is well. Everything is exactly as it's supposed to be. Everything is moving in divine timing, is exactly as it should. So have no worries, have no fears. Okay, everything is unfolding. Again, these blessings, look at here with it's almost like a torch with these blessings that are starting to flow in and around you. So everything again is perfect. Again, I keep getting the message that it's going to be, this eclipse energy is going to knock us off our center. So again, it might throw us sometimes into this fear mode. But if we focus on the idea that everything is moving in the right direction and in divine timing, and it's all bringing you towards your hopes and dreams and wishes for the future, then you'll relax into knowing that all is well. All right, let's take a look at that last message for people that chose the clear quartz. Taking a deep breath. Okay, clear quartz people. Message for clear quartz. This one is shining its light. Nurture with Archangel Gabriel. And it says, as you nurture a child, you nurture your own inner child. Both activities are important for you right now. So I really feel like now it very well could be that you're nurturing other people, whether it be a child or your children or your friends or your loved ones. But I feel like really nurturing yourself is going to really, again, help to heal and transmute some old childhood or even past life wounds that you might be carrying. So what do you need to do to nurture yourself? Taking relaxing baths, doing meditation, taking a walk out in the woods, playing with pets. You know, whatever a child would do, you know, whatever a child would want from a mother or father as far as nurturing, do that for yourself this month. Heal that inner child. Talk to your inner child. Talk to yourself as if you're talking to your own children or someone's children if you don't have children. You know, you're going to talk to them in the most loving and compassionate way and support them and understand them. And that's what you want to do with yourself. That's going to somehow heal some old things and allow you to realize that all you really want is love, joy, happiness, peace, and balance, just like a child would, just like a child deserves. You deserve that as well. So nurture yourself, love yourself, let your angels and guides love you, call them in, and again, you know, allow the blessings to unfold. I feel like, again, there's a gift here. You know, these angels are surrounding the angel in the center that's holding a child. And the child, to me, they said the gift, birthing the gift. So the child is a creation, and it is a gift. You know, whenever we have a child, it's a gift to us. So I feel like, again, the blessings from the previous two cards, and here we have a gift being given. You know, you're birthing something new. It doesn't necessarily mean you're birthing a child, but you're birthing something new here, and it's a gift to you from the universe. So I hope you've liked this monthly angel card reading. Make sure to watch the weekly angel card readings. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel, for liking my videos, sharing my videos, commenting on my videos. Thank you to all of you that are Facebook friends and have been watching my own journey. And as a lot of you know, I'm getting ready to embark on my own new journey of moving across the country to Oregon, Southern Oregon, and starting a new life there very soon. Not sure exactly when. I have to surrender to divine timing, but I definitely feel like it's between February and June. So we're just going to see how it all unfolds, but it's in the works. So thank you all that are supporting me as far as that journey. I send you all much love and light and many, many angel blessings. Namaste, everyone.